Welcome back, guys, to Team Smoggy Carton, and we're back with the MRC for the Gttcc Beginners League, and this is round 3, race 5, and we're at Fuji. So let's jump in. We have, after qualifying, we have Willy Wonka in the Audi on first, Jay West in second in an Audi. Third place is Centino in the Mazda 3. A newcomer to the league is Alfie in the Suzuki Swift in fourth. Dennis, wanting some sweeties, in fifth in the Sirocco. SG2, also in the Sirocco, putting it on sixth. Seventh is Kenobi in the Supra. And Marco in eighth in another Supra. Locke in ninth in the Audi TT. 10th is C-Mac in a Supra. 11th is Aldair in the Mazda 3. 12th is Scruffy Bear in the Sirocco. And last but not least is Alberto in 13th in another Sirocco. So we're on 2 lights. Let's get this started. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And out the go. Everyone gets off to a pretty good start. Willy Wonka is still out chasing out in front. Holds first position. Centino just grabs hold of second as I come down to the first corner. Jay West just got the second place back. We're under fire from Centino. A few little door banging going on there. You see in the background there, Dennis running wide. Obviously just trying to catch a couple more sweeties. So we have Willy Wonka still out in first, Centino second. Jay West is in third. Great start by Alfie in fourth. Kenobi's in fifth. SG2's in sixth, getting chased down by Locke for sixth and seventh. Marco in eighth. Ninth is C-Mac. Dennis there in 10th, trying to gain some places back after that mishap. 11th is Aldair, Scruffy Bear in 12th. Alberto's just bringing up the rear in 13th on this first lap. Dennis still chasing down C-Mac with Aldair putting a great move there on Dennis and C-Mac. And gets the job done. Gains 2 places in one go. Dennis there, looks like he's still trying to collect some more sweeties. Let's get the right camera angle. Does he get it power on too early? Just looks like he got the power on a bit too early. Maybe a little bit of a tap from behind. It's dropped him down to near enough the back of the grid. Now he's battling for 13th against Alberto. Still out in front. Absolutely pulling it away now with Centino behind. Willy Wonka. Jay West trying to chase him down, but he's now getting hunted down by Alfie. So that's lap 1 complete. Nobody's in 5th, SG's in 6th. Looks like he's just dropping off a little bit there from SG. Not far behind is Aldair in 8th. I'm C-Mac. Scruffy Bear's 10th. 11th is still Dennis. Alberto in 12th. And what's happened to Marco? He's dropped down a few places there. Quick look back. Just jump on board. Just puts the power down a little bit too early on that corner. Puts it in a spin. Lets everyone get past before he rejoins. He's got some work to do now to catch up. It's like Wonka's not getting too far ahead of Centino. Jay West still under fire. Ooh, Alfie nearly puts a move on in there, but Jay West just closes the door. Now Kenobi's coming under fire from SG2. And also Locke's starting to climb back up. Aldair's in 8th still, 9th. Just all these are just holding their places at the moment. From 8th downwards. See how the tyres get on later in the race, as this is a high degradation track, so it might chew with some of the front tyres on the front FF cars. That's Alfie there, putting a move on Jay West. Jay West fighting back. And Alfie get the job done on his debut. Hangs it in the inside. Tries and gets the cut back. Just not quite. As you can see there, SG under fire from Lock. Alfie sends it up the inside on the last corner. Side by side. Oh, nearly. He's going to start using the slipstream now to try and get past. Looks like Santino's slowly catching up with Willy Wonka. Kenobi's now starting slowly. Well, he was getting away a little bit from that battle from SG and Locke. All there now with C-Mac. C-Mac's moving up the inside for the first corner. Can he get him on the inside? Cleanly does it. The guy up there just gives him a little bit more room to get through. Scruffy Bear's picked up half-second penalty with Dennis chasing him down. Alberto's running in 12th. See Marco now starting to catch up. Again, it's early on in the race. Anything can still happen. Obviously, with Scruffy Bear going to serve that penalty on this lap, that will allow Dennis to creep past up into 10th. It does look like also Halder is under fire from Scruffy Bear. But with the penalty, it's just going to put him back. And we've got a three-way battle still going on with 7th, 6th and 5th. Both Lock and SG2 have both picked up a half-second penalty, just cutting the corner slightly. So they'll be served on this lap. And that will allow Kenobi to get away. Again, Jay West and Halfie still battling. Halfie's now put the fantastic move on Jay West. That Suzuki Swift is quite good in the corners, just lacks that little bit top-end speed against the Audi TT. Jay West fighting back. Alfie's got the inside. Can he keep it there and hold it around the first corner? Look up Santino. Still hasn't really closed up to Willy Wonka. Both on soft tyres. Alfie gets the move done again on Jay West. Kenobi's pulling away by the looks of it. Obviously, with these two serving the penalties, that's allowed C-Mac to catch up to Locke and SG2. Some great battling going on at the moment. You can see in the background Dennis and Halder battling, and we'll jump onto them. Dennis gets past him on the outside. Halder runs it a little bit wide. Now can Dennis do something about the free in front? Scruffy Bear's just slightly dropped off there, runs it wide. Marco's managed to get past Alberto. Number 12. Alfie and Jay West still battling, a little bit of door banging, nothing to worry about. Jay West pulls out in front again. Jump on C-Mac's car inside and let's see what the battle looks like from inside the cockpit. Again, different people take different lines in these last two corners. To be honest, I'd rather run wide, lose speed on the entry instead of the exit. C-Mac now doesn't quite get up the side of Locke there. See, Dennis is now starting to close down a little bit on C-Mac. So these guys are all using each other's slipstreams down this long straight to the first corner. SG2 just one block of defence there. Lock gets past. C-Mac runs the outside. Just doesn't quite get it. Lock makes a little mistake. That's allowed SG to get back up. SG takes the place back. Again, different types of cornering for these guys. It's whatever suits them best. C-Mac runs it wide and brings it in. Gets the job, gets on the inside of Lock. Can he keep hold of it, running around the outside? He does. Fantastic move there by C-Mac. Now he's going to chase down SG2. Now Lock's coming under fire from Dennis. This is a great four-way battle so far. But it's not helping them to catch up to the front runners. But the back, obviously, sorry. Haldair and Scruffy Bear will be able to catch up with these. Could they make it a six-way battle? Oh, Dennis has picked up another half-second penalty. He'd rather pick up the sweets. Haldair still coming under fire from Scruffy Bear again. Haldair just running around in 13th, doing a great job so far. Nice number plate there, Alberto. I will not say it on YouTube though. Buddy Wonka's still out in front with the fastest lap of a 147.3. Does look like he is slightly pulling away from Centino. Valfi and Jay West still battling hard. And they're only on lap 6. Not even 10 minutes into the race. Personal best there for Alfie. Gets the move done again on Jay West. Jay West hanging it on the outside. Doesn't make it. Tries and gets a switch back onto the inside. Alfie gets the inside line for that corner. Kenobi there just running out on his own in between the two battles. Thinking where he could be. Could he push harder to get to the front too? Unless this group of 4 cars start making their way to Kenobi. C-Mac's picked up a half-second penalty as well for his troubles. SG has dropped down a little bit, a couple of places. Puts another move on Dennis. Let's have a quick look back at that. On chase cam. Sends it in the inside. A little bit of a tap, nothing to worry about. And gets it done on the outside. And beats Dennis to the sweetie spot. Haldair now and Scruffy battling really hard. Scruffy trying to get on the inside, now the outside. Can he get back up the inside of him? This is allowing Marco to catch up to these two guys as well. Scruffy Bear with a tighter line through that corner. Gets the job done. A fantastic move there on Haldair. Haldair's coming back on the inside. This has allowed Marco to really catch up to these two now. Still see Alberto just in the back there, just bringing up the rear, but hopefully if these keep battling he will be able to catch up. Alberto right on the back end now, tries and gets up the inside for the first corner. He does. Does he keep it? No, Scruffy Bear makes the switch back and cuts him back up. Gets the job done. Well done. Great racing. Great overtaking, guys. So there's some great little battles going on. Obviously this is allowing the field to spread massively apart. Haldair's not giving up. Now runs the outside. This has allowed Marco to really climb up now. Can he do something about Haldair? Tries and goes outside on the inside. He does, he gets up the inside of Haldair. Haldair's got the inside of this slight bend. Marco runs on the outside. Can he come back through on the inside? He does. Does he? No. Stays behind. That's allowed Scruffy Bear to move up a little bit. Try and get out of the battle. Try and get some pace up to the front, the next pack of battling cars. So you see Max now drop down to 9th with SG in 8th. Locke trying to put a move on Dennis, goes on the inside. Now to drag race down to the first corner. Again, this has allowed Kenobi to pull right away. Jump on these as I go down. Again, Kenobi's just out on his own. Alfie's just obviously has had enough battling with Jay West. Just sits it in 4th. Now Jay West is going to hopefully try and clamp down on the top 2 with Santino, who's in 2nd, and Willy Wonka massively out in 1st place. Putting some great lap times in the 47s and 48s. And Santino's doing 49s, 48 and a 47. Jay West 48s, 49s and a 50. And obviously Alfie's 48s, 49s and 50. So they're all round about the same pace. As you can see, Kenobi's left tyre is just wearing down. Can he hold it out for the race? Unless he pits. Locks out in front. He's managed to get past Dennis. C-Mac and SG2 still battling. Scruffy Bear now has pulled a gap on Aldair. And Marco are still battling. As you can see, really close battling. Great defensive driving by Aldair. Great attacking by Marco. Alberto just like he's slightly dropping off the pace of the back two of Marco and Aldair, but he's still running, which is great. Jay West just got a gap now, probably around about second 1.2 seconds ahead of Alfie there. Again, Kenobi's not too far behind him now. As you can see, this gaggle of cars coming down. Dennis in 6th, SG's up in 7th, C-Max 8th. With Locke dropping off the pace a little bit. SG goes up the inside of C-Mac. C-Mac just can't do naught about it. As you see, SG's got the medium tyres on the front, so that will play out shortly towards the end of the race, where it does look like the softs on the front of the cars are degrading. Dennis runs wide. Scruffy Bear's picked up a half-second penalty. Marco and Aldair still battling like hell. Marco just does it on the outside. Great move. Aldair just slightly with a wheel on the grass. But can he chase Marco back down and get his position back? It's really close. This is going to allow, obviously with Scruffy Bear's half-second, it's going to allow Marco and Aldair to slightly close up on him. It's going to put him back into a battle. These guys haven't moved hardly anything at all. Then it's just slightly pulling away there, but not by much. And C-Max coming into the pits. Obviously his tyres thinks his tyres aren't working now. That front left has above halfway, so that's going to put him out of that contention. Marco still a slight gap of half a second maybe from Aldair. Obviously Scruffy Bear's done his penalty, so that's allowing Marco to catch up to him. Locke's trying to chase down SG2. Who's trying to chase down Dennis. Obviously we've seen Mac pitting. Kenobi still out on his own in 5th. Just counting down the laps. nearly 20 minutes into the race, a 30-minute race. Excuse me, I just grab a drink, guys. Alfie's still out in fourth. Hasn't lost much time to Jay West. Oh, not mad much. About half a second. He's got a bit of a gap, but anything can happen. Santino does look like his tyre is wearing quite rapidly. Well, not rapidly. Has weared down more than what it should. So he has been trying to chase down Willy Wonka, who's still out in first. So just making the most of the empty track whilst he can, getting the laps in. So Jay West's last two laps are 48s, and Santino's is a 48 and a 49. So Santino has lost a bit of time there. And Alfie's just lost a little bit of time there to Jay West. Kenobi just steadily away with his timings. Dennis 149s. SG's a 149 and a 50. The opposite way around for their lock for these guys battling. Obviously, Marco has got past Scruffy Bear. And where's Haldate? There he is. He's just dropped off the back of them too. I do apologise if I've missed any overtakes or incidents. Alberto's still running out in 13th, but once he finishes the race he will gain points for his position. Just everyone, I think, just starting now, just to spread out even more, and just keeping an eye on the tyres. Obviously, will people come in for pits, or will they just keep out and hold on to see if they actually, mainly the front left, to see if it does actually hold out. What we'll do, we'll jump on with Alberto for a lap round Fuji. So he's coming up to the last corner now. Sorry, I will get my words out right. Then down to the start-finish straight, which is quite long. Haldare's also come in the pits. So his tyres must be wearing out quite rapidly. So this is a long straight for a GR4 car. I will keep an eye on the left hand side just in case there is any changes, if I can see. So he comes down to the first corner, gets the power back down, coming up to the first left-hander, can really chuck it in there, holding on a bit more speed. Now to this long right-hander, get about halfway and just lift off slightly, let the car rotate, brings it back in. Now comes down to the next turn. You can actually run it really wide and get the power down. And just comes up to the kink. Then coming down to the hairpin. Brake as late as you dare. Use your first or second gear, depends which one you fancy. Trying to get that bit right. Get it pretty done. Now the other set of complex turns. Again, people choose different lines through this part of the racetrack. Some people take a wider line, some people take the middle, and then some people take the inner. Same with this one. Just flicks it over, gets it right round, and back onto the start finish. And that's Alberto's lap of the Fuji track. So thank you, Alberto, for that. See Max out, obviously, with his pit stop. He's out in the 11th. Scruffy Bear's in 10th. Marco now pulled a massive gap on Scruffy Bear there. We'll change camera's angle, sorry. Lock. Also, SG's picked up another half-second penalty there. Still chasing down Want Some Sweeties. If he's got a pack of minstrels, I'll have them. Thank you very much. Kenobi. Now his front left is really worn out. Can he hold out for a few more minutes? He's going to have to nurse it, or unless he comes in the pits for a change of tyres. I think the top four now pulled apart, but it does look like J West has caught Santino up, or is catching him up, I should say. J West tyres are a lot better than Santino's. Santino's got the problem like a few of the other lads have, with the front left degrading. So again, Willy Wonka just out on his own, just taking in the views and just putting in the laps. Alde's in 30, but chasing down Alberto. See Max in 11th still. Can he do anything with the fresher tyres? No, he decides to go grass cutting instead. We'll just have another replay of that. Wonder if he wants to fly more to finish the job off. Bit of a strange move there for C-Mac. Must have thought he wanted a bit of rally crossing as well. Scruffy Bear's in 10th still. Only about 6 minutes left of the race, guys. Still all to play for though. Marco now chasing down Locke. Pretty much both in the same picture, nearly. Obviously, Locke hasn't capitalised on SG's penalty there. This could be an interesting battle between SG and Dennis, both in Sirocco's, but Dennis's front left is getting like Kenobi's. Kenobi's got a little bit less more on his. Can Dennis hold on to 6th place, or unless SG can catch him up and get the job done for another position. Now J West has literally caught up to Santino. Can Santino defend for the last few laps, or will J West get the better of him with that ailing tyre on Santino's car? Obviously this ain't going to affect Willy Wonka, who's still out, massively out in front. Is J West going to put the move on him? Not yet. So you don't need to overtake on every corner. You just need to set it up for the right corner. Find the person in front's weak spot. Santino runs it wide, gets the corner for the inside. J West tucks it back inside and behind Santino. How can J West pull the move out on the hairpin? No, as I think about it. If these two keep battling, may bring Alfie back into the game. Kenobi's still with that ailing tyre. Does he think he's got enough to last the race? Does look like SG is catching up with Dennis. Locke's just dropping off a little bit more. So yeah, Marco's now starting to catch him up as well. Again, Scruffy Bear, sorry. Just holding his own now in 10th. We're just counting down the laps, same as C-Mac after his little excursion. Aldair in 12th. Has managed to get past Alberto. 13th. Great job by Alberto, by the way. Might be racing at the back, but sometimes that might be a good thing. Just getting to know new, like, see different people racing different racing attributes. Jay West has managed to get past Centino. Just catch it here. Brings it on the outside. Gets the job done. But can Centino battle it back? He's not giving up. Still got enough wear on the tyre. Just doesn't get it there. Jay West just pulls a little bit of a gap there. Alfie doing a fantastic job for his first race in the MRC. Kenobi's literally hanging on to life now with that tyre. Can he get the last lap out of it? Now Dennis is really under the threat now of SG2. Dennis's tyre's just as bad as Kenobi's. As you can see there, Locke is coming under fire from Marco. Marco's got a bit more in the tyres than Locke, who's on the medium as well. There's the move. Does he get the move done? Sends it up the inside of Dennis. Gets it tighter on the inside of the corner. Job done. And Dennis fight back. SG takes the inside line tighter. Dennis just cutting the grass there a little bit. Still on the outside of SG. SG just pulls it round. Can he get switched back? Little tap there off Dennis, but he just hasn't got it. Unlucky Dennis. SG2 now has got 6th place. Now can SG do anything about Kenobi with his ailing tyre, which is literally only about 2, maybe 5% left of life left in it. See, Centino's obviously dropped off the back of Jay West there. As we come up to the last lap, I think now, so we'll jump on board with Willy Wonka. Another fantastic race by this guy. Just coming around the final few corners now. Catch up with the guys as they come around on the last. So yeah, I think Willy Wonka's done it there. Fantastic race for him. It's another win for him and his team. Maximum points. Well done, Willy Wonka. Second looks like it's going to go to Jay West. Centino's not too far behind though. So Jay West takes second. After a fantastic battle with Alfie. Third is Centino. And now brings it home in 4th is Alfie. A fantastic first race for the young lad. Kenobi, as you can see, SG just doesn't have the legs to catch up. So well done, Kenobi, for 5th place. 6th is going to be SG2 with Dennis. Locke really under fire for the last bit there. For 8th. Marco brings it home in 9th. Scruffy Bear is bringing it home in 10th, with Aldair, obviously Alberto in 13th, Aldair in 12th, Scruffy Bear in 10th, great racing again, and C-Max, the last one to bring it home, in 11th. Fantastic racing, guys, and we'll see you for the next race.